now to the coast, and it seems it's a race against time for the eThekwini municipality to reopen a number of its prime beaches in time for the holidays. During the April floods, many pump stations and sanitation networks were just simply washed away. That, of course, led to raw sewage being pumped into rivers and the sea at certain places. And while the Metro says it is making progress and getting the repairs done in time, Action SA is taking the matter to court. Let's speak now to ASA's KwaZulu-Natal Chair, Zwakele Mncwango, who has been actively monitoring the situation. Mr. Mncwango, thank you so much for joining us. In fact, you were in, I think, the Umhlanga area, and you sent us a little clip of what you saw. Well, let's play that, and then we'll chat afterwards.
I'm here at Umhlanga. This is one of the pump station here. This is raw sewer still spilling over the river. The river goes to the beaches. While the mayor of eThekwini boldly said beaches will be open, especially Umhlanga beach, I can safely say it's not safe to go to those beaches. This is what goes to the beach, while the mayor keeps lying and misleading the tourism sector in this municipality. This is unacceptable.
All right, so you were actually there. Where you were standing, I think you said in the beginning of the clip that it smells absolutely horrific. How close is that to the beach? And is all that sewage just heading straight for the sea in Umhlanga?
That's very close to the beach. Actually, that's Umhlanga pump station. The same pump station that the mayor last week said is now fixed and up and running. He even said 100% working. That pump station pump actually water very close to the beach. So that raw sewer, it's spilling directly to the river, Umhlanga River, which goes straight to the beach. So there's no way one can say the beach is safe. It's not safe. I'm not sure why the mayor will mislead the public and say it's safe to go and swim there. He even said by the 1st of December, definitely it will be ready. And I can assure residents and tourism sector that it's not ready. It will never be ready by the 1st of December. The pump station, yes, the mayor must be honest and say they are working on it. I was there on site this morning. There are workers working on site, and there's progress. Indeed, there's progress on what they do, but there's no way they can fix this within a week. And I spoke to even some of those working there on the ground. They committed and said, look, they don't believe they can be ready by this week or next week. They said a lot of work to be done. A lot of pipes are having sand on it. They're still cleaning sand. So there's no way they can really have this sorted out. There's a manhole I was showing there, which really pumps sewer to the pump station directly. And it's not really connected yet because of sand in those big pipes there. So there's no way that beaches will be ready. But I don't know why the mayor is prepared to risk our people, really, because it's not safe. It's a health hazard, serious health hazard. And I can tell you, there's no doubt E. coli is very high at the beach at the moment. And even if you fix the pump station this week, it means you need another 2 weeks to clear up water where you can have a low E. coli. So there's no way this beach can be safe in these holidays.
So my understanding is, am I correct, that basically once you fix the pump station, the E. coli, it will take a few weeks to sort of dilute until it's at that safe level, which my understanding, it has to be 500 CFUs per 100 millilitres, CFU standing for colony forming units. Umhlanga Beach, though, they're still closed, aren't they?
It is closed, but the mayor made a commitment that by the 1st of December, it will be opened, and even said this pump station which affecting Umhlanga Beach has been sorted. And my call to the mayor and city leadership, they must go there and see for themselves. eThekwini have executive committee, which include different parties. And I don't understand why the entire executive committee have not taken time. Here I'm talking about all parties who serve on executive committee. They have a duty to run council on a day-to-day basis. And I don't understand why there's no leadership in eThekwini. They should go there themselves and see what's going on. And they can, before they talk to the media, they must do what I've done. Like, for example, I can tell you, Battery Beach, it's open beach, but I went there today. The last time it was tested by the city was the 18th of October. But the results are showing from independent companies are showing E. coli is high. But the city relied on the reading that was taken on the 18th of October. And now we're talking about the end of November. How is it possible?
Yeah, absolutely. How often are beaches, how often is the seawater tested for E. coli? Meant to be? Or what's the plan?
According to the city, it's 2 weeks. And even in the boards there, it says water is tested every 2 weeks. But I went there today. And despite that message on the same board, the reading was last taken on the 18th of October. That's a proof I have of today of Battery Beach. So meaning while it's open, I went there, people are swimming.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not safe to swim there because E. coli is high. It's no more the same as the one that was done on the 18th of October. So because it keeps changing, you know, you can't have the same reading every day.
So
keep changing because we still have not fixed the system at all.
So let me understand that even if a beach has been reopened, and we do know that quite a few beaches have been reopened, and the city's saying we've got these 7 we're still dealing with, even the ones that have been reopened need very regular monitoring because there's so much damage in the system. Is that correct?
Definitely, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of pipes that are not yet fixed. So it's spilling to the sea in different ways. Some come to the north, some come to the south. So meaning you need to test water more regularly because the sea keeps changing the direction. Sometimes move from south to north or north to south. So this is why at a moment after the floods, the city should change the pattern of testing because ordinarily they will test every 2 weeks. But now they should be testing almost every week. Before you even say people must swim on a week basis, you must test water and ensure it's safe because it's affecting really a lot of people. And really, my fear and our fear is an outbreak that might happen at eThekwini during these holidays because we know people flood to the beaches. And if they flood there and there's really a risk of this health outbreak, what do we do? That is why I believe the city is being irresponsible to keep saying they invite tourism sector to people to come to the city. And you're saying tourists must come. Yes, we want to grow our economy, but to whose expense? We can't really risk and really, because health issue here we're talking about.
Do you have any evidence of beaches that have been reopened that now are reading over the level? And if so, which ones?
The one I know, for example, where there are readings from the private company, I just forgot the name of the company, it was showing from November that they were higher than 500 as normal benchmark. But I can tell you, as I said, I went there today. It's below, it's actually in a good state because below 500, but the reading is for October, which is a concern for me.
Yeah.
Because the other private company, it was showing results, I think it was around 2nd of October, it was high. Now, I was comfortable if the city can do the latest ratings and make sure that they really give us the correct information and publicize it there. Because as I'm telling you, the information I'm giving you is there on the board, done by the city. But unfortunately, let me say this, because while I was there, I spoke to some of the business community at the beach, at the Battery Beach. The concern they are having, they are losing business because no one wants to come and risk themselves there. And I haven't verified this, but what they're saying is there's other big hotels who are saying if the city, and they're threatening to boycott paying rates, because they are saying, why must we pay rates? Because we are losing money here on a day-to-day basis. There's a high time where really peak time, where tourists are coming to eThekwini and business community are losing money. And I'm not confirming that, but I heard that they are really threatening to boycott paying rates.
That's really concerning. And, you know, absolutely, no one wants Durban to lose any more money. But certainly, communication has to be absolutely thorough so that members of the public can trust it and feel safe, that when they go to the beach, it will be safe. Well, Mncwango Beach is not yet open. There are a few others that still remain closed. Let's hope the city can certainly get things sorted by the middle of next month, because as you're saying, this 1st of December deadline for Mncwango is looking highly unlikely based on what you have seen today. Thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate your time. Action South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal chairperson, Zwakele Mncwango, sounding the alarm there over the state of the beaches. He believes that many of them will not be ready for the festive season. Now, still to come.